Okay, so this is a video going to show us how to create some quite simple graphs. Okay, don't need to do anything flash for your controlled assessment, although you have to do it right. Okay, so I'm just going to create a graph to show the number of games that have been sold during the week. So I've got the names of my games and I've got the number sold for the week. Okay, so all I have to do is create a bar chart to show which game, so I can work out graphically which game sold the most. Okay, first thing to do, take your mouse and highlight the names of the labels, if you like, or the data that you want, the name you want to appear on the data. So I'm going to highlight the names of the games. Okay, now this is the tricky bit. You have to hold the control key down. That's the key in the bottom left hand corner of your keyboard with CTRL written on it. Hold that down. Okay, so you've highlighted the first set. Hold the control or the CTRL key down, and then highlight the data that you want to make the graph with. You should see now that you've got the names highlighted and the data highlighted. Okay, let go of the control key, and then we're going to go to insert, and we're just going to choose a column. Okay, so and realistically for your control assessment, just choose the basic plain 2D column. Don't bother with the 3D stuff. Okay, and it will have made a graph that looks a bit like this. Okay, it's alright. It's got the names of the games, and it's got how many we sold, and we can easily see that Call of Duty has sold the most copies, which it has there, like you can see. Okay, however, it's not got all the data that we need on there yet. First thing you should do with any of these graphs, if you see series 1 on there, just click your mouse on it and then go and press the delete key on the keyboard to get rid of it, because you don't need it. Okay, the graph then is got 3 things left to do to finish. We need to have a title at the top, and we need to label the Y and the X axes. Without labeling the axes and putting the title on, it's no good to us, we won't pick up any marks. Okay, it's easy enough to do this. You select the graph, and then we go on to layout, and then we've got chart title, axis title. Okay, so I'm going to go chart title, send it up to you which one you choose. Totally it doesn't matter which one you choose, I'll choose that one. And my chart title is going to be, I usually start these and tell people to start them off graph to show weekly sales of games. So your chart title has to explain what the graph shows. Okay, and you can move it around a little bit if you want. Okay, if you're really feeling flash, you can actually highlight the text, I think, and you can probably go in and change the size if you wanted to. Okay, change the color if you're feeling particularly flash about it, but you don't need to. Okay, next thing is the X and Y axis, the Y axis, X axis. Click on the graph again, make sure you've got these little transparent border around the outside, that means you've selected it. Again, go to layout, axis titles. Now the horizontal axis is the X axis, so choose title below X axis, below axis, and you just type in there game, game, and then you want to go axis titles, vertical axis, and you've got a couple of different options here. Probably the best one to go with is the vertical title, although there's no right or wrong. And you can do, and I call that amount. I don't actually like that, I'm going to change that, so I'm just going to go on that, and I'm going to make it rotated. There you go, amount sold looks better. That is a graph that will get you full marks for the graph in a control assessment. It's got a purpose, it's right, and it has the Y and X axis labelled out.